Is it expensive to live in Kansas City? Is Kansas City a good place to live? And if I were to move to KC, where in the city would I go? In this video, I'm going to show you a Kansas City cost of living comparison around the city so you can determine where you might find yourself most at home. Before I get started, I would love if you hit subscribe, like the video, and hit the bell for more videos about Kansas City and real estate. I'm Holly Jackson with Turning Leaf team of EXP and resident of Kansas City for over 20 years. Kansas City is looked at by many people as a flyover city. If you use a map of the United States like a dartboard and hit the bullseye, KC would be it. We're right in the middle of the country. That said, we have no ocean coast, no mountains, no canyons, or national forests. We are not a huge metropolis, so our city is often overlooked for traveling destination. But this is a fantastic city with 4 seasons to enjoy. We also have arts, culture, sports, music, food, nature, and entertainment. Kansas City is not overly congested where traffic is a mess, and the cost of living is much lower than other cities, especially outside the Midwest. In order to give you a small orientation to our town and the average cost of living in Kansas City, I figured I'd draw it out. There are 2 major U.S. highways that cut through Kansas City. Going east to west is I-70, or Denver to the west and St. Louis to the east. I-35 goes north and south, or what would be the highway you take to Minneapolis, or south to Dallas. Within Kansas City, we have a slightly confusing highway which takes a big U around the city. That's our 435 loop. You might also need to recognize that Kansas City metropolitan area straddles 2 states. That's the red line I have here, Kansas on one side and Missouri on the other. I want to give you some examples of some areas of the city so you can gain a perspective of how much money you need to live in Kansas City when it comes to buying houses. So let's take a look starting with Kansas City, Kansas, right around this area here. Attractions here include Children's Mercy Park, where our sporting KC soccer team plays, the Kansas Speedway, and the Legends Shopping Center. There's some historic neighborhoods, nice residential newer neighborhoods, and there are low-cost, high-crime areas in Kansas City, Kansas as well. The average house in this KCK area is $190,000. South of Kansas is the suburb of Shawnee, right around here. Shawnee covers a large area southwest from Kansas City downtown. You can find one of my favorite parks in the city there called Shawnee Mission Park. It's 1,600 acres of nature with disc golf, a great dog park, fishing, hiking trails, marina, mountain bike trails, shelters to rent, playgrounds, and more. Shawnee is family-oriented with traditional homes and networks of smaller neighborhoods. The Shawnee Mission School District is ranked number 8 in the state according to niche.com, and the average home in the city will set you back about $370,000. South and east of Shawnee is another suburb of Overland Park. Overland Park has a lot of shopping, kid-friendly activities, and parks throughout the community. There's a great farmers market in the older neighborhood of Overland Park, also referred to as Old Overland Park. Near that area, you will find smaller ranch houses and bungalows, and further south you go, the larger the houses get. Overland Park goes from about 75th Street to 175th Street now, and the development is still nonstop. Some of Overland Park falls under the Shawnee Mission School District, but below 435, kids are covered by the Blue Valley School District. And they're rated number 1 in the state according to niche.com, and also compete for rankings on national levels for public education. There's a huge range in the cost of housing in Overland Park since it covers such a large range, but the average selling price in Overland Park so far this year is $470,000. To the east of Overland Park, right around here, is the city of Leawood. Still on the Kansas side of state line, it borders Missouri. Leawood is one of Kansas City's wealthiest suburbs and the 68th richest city in America based on the household income. There's an upscale shopping center called Town Center Plaza with stores like Crate & Barrel, Peloton, Restoration Hardware, and Apple. The average purchase price for a home in Leawood is $707,000. Like Overland Park, there's an old and new Leawood, with 435 being the dividing line. 435 differentiates this niche style of house and the school district. Now moving to the Missouri side of state line, there's a large section that's the Kansas City metropolitan area and is very diverse in the types of housing, styles of neighborhood, and range of pricing. There are high-rise apartments, 100-year-old shirtwaist single-family homes, million-dollar historic mansions, small bungalows and tutors, and suburban split levels. There's a lot smaller communities within KC-Mo where neighborhoods surround the central shopping area where you could be walking distance from restaurants, stores, and parks. There's also an area of Kansas City, Missouri where crime rates are high and cost of housing is very low. These areas might make for high-risk, high-reward investment properties to purchase, but I would deter families or people new to the city from buying in those areas of the city. To consider the average cost of living in Kansas City, Missouri, the average purchase price is $269,000 this year. To the east of Kansas City, Missouri is Raytown. Raytown is the area that's known home for Arrowhead and Kauffman stadiums. You'll find smaller ranch and split level homes. Raytown is a hard working class community. If you spend any time in this area, you'll have to check out Cave Spring Park. It's 39 acres of a hidden gem you'll thank me for later. The average selling price in Raytown is $170,000. Further east from Raytown is a suburb of Lee Summit, Missouri. In some ways, it's the Overland Park equivalent on the Missouri side. Lee Summit has a big array of styles and age of housing, from older houses near downtown Lee Summit to larger, newer developments. There's a big shopping area with every commercial franchise store, and there is a cool lake community within city limits too. Lee Summit has quality school district with 3 main high schools. The average house in Lee Summit is about $380,000. For a preview of a suburb north of Kansas City, there is this area called Parkville. Parkville has an old Main Street location on the Missouri River with the cute shops and restaurants, but Parkville also has a cool neighborhoods up the hills from the old Main Street where houses feel remote and wooded. And there's also newer developments in Parkville. This area is also known for pride in their school district. The average selling price is $470,000. There are just a few areas around Kansas City to help you orient to the city and the cost of living comparison around town. I hope this helps your understanding of how much money you need to live in Kansas City. If you would like to see more videos about Kansas City and buying real estate, please subscribe to our channel, like the video, and hit the bell for more videos like this one. This is Holly Jackson from the Turning Leaf team at EXP. We're helping people change homes and change lives.